camping chair. Kept saying to myself, bring a fucking camping chair. I've even written it on here, camping chair. What's the one thing I forgot? Camping chair. So this'll do. But what a beautiful day. What a day. Only April as well, so I'm pretty pleasantly surprised with this early summer weather. Just wanted to come out and make a video in a better setting, considering we've got this good weather. So yeah, the topic of today's video is you don't realise how much you need it until you have it. And this can be applied to a lot of things in life. And there's a lot of examples and analogies that I could use and I will use to make this hit home. But regarding this, regarding fitness, regarding, it's like what's a paraglider? What are they called then? It's like a little dude with a fan on the back of him and like a little glider. It looks like he's dropping into Fortnite. Anyway, the hell am I on about now? Not realising you need something until you have it. The lifestyle that I live now, I didn't realise just how valuable it was, just how much I needed it until I've lived this way. The old lifestyle that I've escaped and I've worked hard to get away from now seems further away than ever. It now is solidified in my mind. I will never, ever, ever go back to living like that because I've got the contrast of living this way. Even in those times when I knew I didn't want to live that way and I wanted to live closer to something like how I live now, I've exceeded my expectations anyway, early on in this lifelong journey, but I knew I needed it then. Now having lived this way, now you realise how much you need it. Like, I'm looking back at that lifestyle thinking, how the fuck did I live like that? How did I do that? And I look at people still living that way and I think, how the fuck are you doing that? How are you still doing that? That's the answer. That's the point of the video. You can't understand, you can't grasp it properly. You can't understand everything I'm saying and all of my content. You can't possibly understand that properly until you have the experience, the other experience to compare with. You ever bought something or signed up for something that's really changed your life, even in a small way? I don't know off the top of my head now what to use as an example, but something that just makes your life massively easier. This is a silly one, but like a dishwasher. If you've lived somewhere without a dishwasher and then you've got a gaff that has one, you only then realise, fucking hell, this thing's pretty fucking handy. And it becomes your normal. You don't appreciate your dishwasher because it just becomes the new normal. That's exactly what this is like. It's only upon reflecting when you sort of go, yeah, thank God I'm living this way. I speak about it a lot with people who are also living this way because a lot of people come from that contrasting lifestyle, previously leading a life that they didn't resonate with anymore or a life that didn't serve them anymore and they wanted to change. Those people get it, right? Those people understand the point that I'm making because they have that contrast. I guess my real message out of this is if you think at all that you need to live a better life and a better lifestyle and be in better habits, have more structure, have more clarity on where you're going, take my word for it, you need it far more than what you're currently perceiving yourself to need it. You need it 100 times more than what you currently think. You will only understand once you do it, and then you compare the old with the new. Let me tell you about sort of my daily train of thought regarding my own journey, life, goals, pursuit of what I'm trying to achieve, right? Everything I do at the minute, I'm incredibly clear on. Everything within my day, within my week, every training session I do, every meal I consume, every social media post, every video I make, every conversation with a client is just crystal clear. I've not had that before, not to this level. Where I'm going in life, it's not always crystal clear. I don't think it can be for anyone. You don't know what life is going to throw at you. The trajectory that I'm on is a reality in my head. I know where I'm going and I'm wholeheartedly in belief that it's happening. It's already happening. It's happening as we speak. The lifestyle or the life in general that I've been envisioning for a while is coming to fruition. Everything just makes sense. That's the easiest way for me to describe it. Everything is just making sense. Of course, there's obviously areas that aren't so clear. You're always going to have them, but you want to be operating from a position where there's far more elements in your life that you are clear on rather than ones that are cloudy. When it becomes your normal, you accept it. That is not a good thing. It can be good if your normal is what you're after. If it's not what you're after, if you're living a life that you don't enjoy right now, and I mean internally, I don't mean the external world, even though that is part of it, but if you know you could be someone else, if you know you're not tapping into your full potential, there's more to give and there's more to get out of life from you. You know there's another side of you that you haven't yet unleashed. Then you need to take what I'm saying very, very fucking seriously. Life is short. Life is short. Very short. Right now, you might be living a life where you don't like what's happening externally and internally, because the external is a reflection of what's going on internally. If you're not who you're meant to be, if you're not the person that you know you could be, if you just fucking went for it, the external world matches that. You know, if you're constantly living in a state of fear and anxiety and worry and stress inside, that's exactly what will be reflected outside. So it all starts inside. It all starts internally. That is literally, I will say it until people fucking unfollow me. That's not really a good tactic, a good social media strategy, but I will repeatedly drive home this message because it's really important. I'm hoping this wind isn't fucking the audio up. I will be fuming if I get home and the audio is fucked. I didn't even think about that. I'm like, I don't know how deep I am in this video now. I'm gonna have to hold it like this. That should be better. I know exactly. Right, lads. Okay, now. I know exactly how it feels to live without clarity, without structure, without direction. That's what I'm talking about when I'm saying you don't know how much you need it until you have it. Like an idiot, I've tried to rectify the problem holding the mic, and for some reason it's like bugging out. I've gone through the edit, it sounds horrendous, you can't even make out what I'm saying, but I know what I'm saying. So I'm going to do a voiceover, I'm going to add the voiceover to the footage, and then it will eventually snap back to the actual footage. So it may sound a bit weird, apologies, learn from that for next time. At the minute, you just simply do not understand how important it is. You know it's important. Like when you hear this type of messaging, you see this video or my other content on social media, you understand the message. Like you get what I'm saying, but you can't possibly fathom how important it is until you have that contrast. If there's any part of you that wants to be better, even if it's just a tiny little bit, I'm telling you now, pursue it. Just fucking throw yourself into it, because once you start, you will not stop. Once you see the light, once you see how much better life is living this way, you will not stop. I had a question on my Instagram today. What is the minimum sign up for your coaching? There is no minimum sign up. The service and the lifestyle sells itself. I don't need to tie people in. Come and do 1 month. If you want to leave after the month, that's fine. That's why I don't have a contract. But you won't do it. You won't leave after a month, because you'll get the picture, you'll get what I'm saying. It's so much more than a training and a nutrition plan. It's the foundation for how your life goes. And unfortunately, so many coaches just don't understand the wider picture. They think it's just a transformation or a result. They've got a very two-dimensional perspective. It's just a training plan and a nutrition plan, all for the outcome of a side-by-side picture, of a before and after. They don't consider the things that I'm talking about within their own life, so they don't then apply that to their clients and to the people that they're working with. What the fuck does a transformation even mean anyway? If we're literally just going off a visual change, what really does that achieve? Now, I'm not saying there's not value in doing that, because there is. I'm not saying that you won't feel better for doing that, because you will. But you've got to look at it as more than that. It's about creating a better way to live. It's about treating your mind and your body with the respect that it deserves, to put yourself in a position to experience life exactly how it should be experienced. Think about it this way, right? Everything in your life, good or bad, every experience, everything you do, every person you talk to, every action you complete, whether it's driving to work, whether it's talking to a new girl, whether it's speaking to friends, whether it's going on holiday, everything, even the uncomfortable shit, your mind is there and your body is there doing it. Every single area of your life. It is the vehicle in which you experience all of this shit. If it's not in tip-top condition, you will not experience, or you will not have the same level of experience as you should. And people focus on the experience, change the external world, change work, change this, change that. There's obviously times where you do that. There's obviously times where that is applicable. Most of the time, if you change internal and you work on self, everything else will change around you. Now you can go one step further, change the internal and change the external. But if you're just going to work on one, definitely internal. 100,000%. Guys, if you want to get out of the position that you're currently in and feeling stuck, not enjoying where you are, needing more structure and more clarity and wanting to get some wins under your belt, hit the link below. There's a free 30-minute masterclass. There's only 3 things that you need to do to gather a fucking lot of momentum, really. I was going to say, like, to gather some momentum. No, it's to gather a lot of momentum and see, just from 3 simple changes to your life and to where you put in your energy and your time, to see how that vision changes and that trajectory that you're on changes course, and you can feel it. You will feel it. Follow the 3 things for literally a week and stay true to them, right? I'm not going to follow people up. Have you done it today? Have you done it today? Have you done it today? No, you just need to fucking do it. But if you stay true to it and you do it for a week, only a week, you will notice a massive fucking difference. That will get the fucking wheels in motion. That's all you probably need right now. You just need to get started. The rest will follow suit. Hope you've enjoyed this one, boys. Might get to some cooler locations in the future, I think. I've enjoyed this. Weather depending. Thanks for watching. Send us a message on Instagram. Let me know how you found the video. I was going to jump in here, but it's looking extra brown today. I just want to show you as well. This is where I live. This is 10 minutes from my house. There's the, oh shit, the fucking settings. Can I change the settings? There you go. Starting to get the hang of this camera. There they are, look. The boys coming down for my TED Talk. Outrageous. Happy Friday, folks.